What's up, y'all? It's your boy Black Hour, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Black Hour. Today, I'm going to show you how to make some El Salvadorian carne tacos, a very special recipe that I got from my good old homie Kerwin, my boy since way back when. I'm going to try to do it justice, but to do it justice, I got to get to hustling. So let's hustle, baby. That's right, buddy. El Salvadorian tacos with the Carne Asada. Now you're saying to yourself, Black Hour, I thought you already made an episode doing tacos with Carne Asada. Well, that's kind of how this came about, you see. You know, when I did that episode, there was a few things that I did that the authentic taco wouldn't have in it. My boy Kerwin, who watches the show all the time, he told me, I can hear him now, he said, fool, that's just not right. That's just not right. I was using taco seasoning, which is just a no-no, big no-no. You don't get the packet of taco seasoning. I was using carne picada instead of this old stuff that we got here today, the real deal. And you know, what he did, he was kind enough to give me his family recipe, his mother's recipe. And when somebody does that, that's a big, big deal. So I want to thank you, Kerwin. I appreciate you trusting me with this recipe. And like I say, I'm going to try to do it right tonight. So, we better get started, shall we? Now, let's have a drink. And that's another thing. He told me, you have to get the Budweiser. It has to be the king of beers. My old buddy Weiser. He suggested it. I'm going to take him up on it. That's the way to go. Now, we'll get your carne right here. And this is really thin sliced beef. Very thin. Now, this stuff I got here is more like a skirt steak. But same difference. You know, same deal. Thin sliced beef just like this. Good stuff, good stuff. Put it in there. And now we're going to start adding our ingredients. And I'm actually going to look at my ingredients list to make sure that I do it to a T, because I want that authentic flavor tonight, baby. Ooh! Let's see if I can read. Minced garlic. We got some minced garlic right here. And we're going to use just a little bit of that right in here. Just about a tablespoon or so, I would say. Just a little tad. Not too much because it stinks. Ooh. Put the lid back on that. Next, we are going to use some onion powder, baby. And I happen to have some right here. Sprinkle that onion powder. Good shit. The next thing he told me to do, let me see. 3 tablespoons of mustard. And this kind of caught me off guard here, Kerwin. Mustard, but I know it's going to be right. We're going to try it. And I'm not going to do a tablespoon, 3 tablespoons. I'm just kind of eyeball 3 tablespoons right here with the little spark. Word action. Not too terribly much. 3 tablespoons worth. Next thing. Let's see. Soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now, this is where I might have fucked up. I ain't got no soy sauce. I thought I did. When I went to the store, I thought I already got some at the house. I didn't have none at the house, and I'm not going back to the store. So I'm going to skip that part just a little bit. You know, I think it's going to taste alright. I think it might taste a little different, but it'll be alright tonight. But if you got soy sauce, and I suggest you get your ass some soy sauce. If you don't be like me. Don't be fucking it all up. Now, let's do steak seasoning. He told me to get some steak seasoning. And you know, I've never really used this particular steak seasoning before, but it smells damn good. And he says right here, season to your taste. Well, I like it spicy, baby, so I'm going to use quite a bit. Sprinkle of that. And last but not least, he says splash a couple times with Budweiser. But we got our Budweiser here. Let me take another drink. Let's splash. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. All in the beer tonight. Ooh, that looks good. What's he say now? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's it. Then we can mix it up and go throw it on the grill. So let's give it a good mix. We want to make sure that stuff gets all over the top. So we got flavor in every bite. Not just one bite, not just 2 bites, not the first, not the last. Every single one, baby. Damn, that already looks good. Hell yeah. So, we've got this marinated. we're going to go ahead and set this overnight, and then we will come back tomorrow and we'll get this shit ready. Put it on the grill and have some delight. So I'll see you then, baby.
It's day 2, baby, and we're ready to put our carne on the grill. Now we've got our grill hot, just like Big Daddy over here. So let's go ahead and grab our carne. Now, this has been marinating overnight, and one thing I forgot to do actually before I marinated this was to put some lime juice in it. The recipe called for lime juice, so I did that just before we came out here. Now, get your meat, and you want to stretch it over your coals. Ooh, and you hear that sizzle, baby? That's good. That's what you want. Now, this is going to cook pretty quick because it's thin, so you got to keep an eye on it. But you'll still have a little time to stand out here and drink and enjoy your damn self. So, ooh, you can't beat it. Once you get the carne on there, let it cook. Last, you know, he told me to go ahead and heat those tortillas up. He said you can use a microwave, you can use a skillet. Honestly, the grill is hot, so I'm gonna use the grill. So we'll get our meat cooked, we'll get our tortillas warm, then we'll head back in the house and make some pico de gallo, baby. Ooh, good.
Oh yeah. Well, baby, I'm back inside like a cat in the rain. We got the carne asada done, and we're gonna go ahead and cut it up to make our tacos. Now, I was told by Mr. Gerwin to cut it up into little pieces so we can put it in our tacos. So we're not gonna do terribly small, we're not gonna do terribly big. You know, you want a little bit of everything. You want big, small, medium, Kevin Hart size. You want all of that in there. You want the good texture, the good flavor. And speaking of which, this man gave me a recipe within a recipe. And that's just amazing. And I got a drink to that. Excuse me. Good, 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 good. Now, he gave me a recipe for some homemade pico de gallo. And see your old boy Black Owl. This is another thing that Kerwin's just sitting at home shaking his head at, because he knows that I would just open up a can of the old, what you call it, the Rotel mix. Bullshit. Not tonight, baby. We got the good, the real feel. So what you want to do here, cut you up some tomatoes. Now today I got Roma tomatoes just because I'm probably going to be the only one eating this part of it. Everybody in my house don't like vegetables. They're picky eaters, boy, picky. But I'm not. I like it all. So, got some Roma tomatoes. You can use full-size tomatoes. His recipe actually called for full-size tomatoes. I think 3. But I made a smaller batch tonight, so I kind of cut down on the portions. But 3 tomatoes. I used half an onion, white onion. Cut that up thin. And I put in just a little bit of cilantro, too. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. My old buddy Wiris and his buddy Jimmy Beam, and I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. But let's get back to the pico de gallo. We got all that done, and now it's time to assemble. My favorite part, baby. Now we got our tortillas here that I've toasted on the grill, and that man also told me another pro tip: double up. Double up, double up, double up, bubble up, baby boy. Because the corn is kind of thin. And so you're going to put a lot in here, especially if you've been drinking like I have. Once again, excuse me. Oh, yes. If you're going to put a lot in here like I am, double up that corn tortilla. Smart move, pro move. We're going to use it. Now, let's dig in and get us some carne asada. And I gotta tell you, man, this stuff just smells awesome. I can't describe it. You won't have to try it yourself, but it just smells right. It just smells right to your boy. Now, we got a little bit of that on there. We gonna stir up a little bit. And when you make this pico de gallo, I encourage you to stir and mash. Make it a little finer, make it a little thinner, make it a little tastier, baby. Ooh, just like that burger. Little bit of the pico de gallo. A little more than that. Good night, look at that. So now, I'm gonna turn my phone off because whoever's calling is just gonna have to wait. This is more important. We're gonna stare back. We're gonna take a sight. We're gonna take it a light. We're not gonna answer the phone tonight until we get a bite of this Salvadorian taco. And I'm gonna have the first bite for me right after I look at this motherfucker right here. So let's live deep. Alright, baby, the time has come. The El Salvadorian tacos are done. And I would say that I'm going to have the first bite for me. But to be honest with you, I think I've been eating these for about a half an hour. I cannot stop myself. This is such a good recipe, and I encourage you to try it out. And I want to thank Kerwin for giving me that recipe because it's just beautiful, baby. It's just beautiful. So, if you'll excuse me, I'll have another bite and act like it's the first. And I'll love it just as much. Damn, that's good. You know, that thing has got more drip than Ric Flair. Makes you want to go, woo! Oh, it's good. Well, hold on. We ain't done yet. Let me finish. Let me savor the flavor. Oh, that's good. Damn, that's good. I mean, just all around perfect. The layers of the tortilla, the seasoning on the meat, the homemade pico de gallo. It just hits, man. And Kerwin, I know you watching. I really appreciate this shit, man. I appreciate you sharing your recipe with me. It's probably going to be the one I use from now on, to be honest with you, when I go to make some carne asada. So, I want to thank Kerwin, most of all. And then, last but not least, I want to thank all of you for watching another episode of Cooking with Black Owl. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on social media. You can also watch all my other cooking videos right here on my YouTube channel. Y'all have a good one, and enjoy your tacos like I'm going to do. And I'll see you next time. So, go away. I'm busy.